All right, guys, welcome back. I wanted to talk about the 20-star special league, and I've got statistics for my play. I recorded pretty much every game this season, so I thought it would be interesting to talk that over. I did it with my last season of regular arena. Here's where I'm going to finish, roughly around rank 200 in the top 0.1%. I played 131 games, and I went 78 and 53 for about a 60% win percentage, which is roughly what my win percentage is. In regular arena and past, I've been somewhere in that range. So G2, I was pretty excited about that. I did what I was talking about originally. I went with the Shannon and the Vanessa, and I went with the Perna, and it wasn't working very well. And I changed my strategy about midway through, and I went on a pretty good run. I'm pretty risk averse in general, so as soon as I got to G2, I looked at it and I said, okay, what are the odds I'm going to continue climbing? You know, if I have 200 people above me and 100,000 people below me, the odds of me winning and climbing are very, very low. So I just stopped, just like I would in regular arena. I played like one more match to keep from decaying, locked into G2. To fall out of G2, I would have to be, what? I'd have to be rank 1,000. There's no way that's going to happen. There's not enough people up here. So what's the incentive for me to climb to G3? I'd have to get up to rank, let me see here. I think I'd have to get to 1,600. Yeah, I'd have to get to 1,600 and be rank 100. So I have no doubt that everyone 1,600 or higher is in the top 100. But G2 is fine enough for me. I'm going to get a whole bunch of these little coiny things. Let's see, where's the reward here? Info, reward. So I'm going to get 1,300 of these things that I have never spent. And I'm going to buy a skin at some point. I don't think I want any of the current skins that are for sale. So let's go ahead. This is my final team. And let's go ahead and take a look at the matches and the win percentage. So here's a couple guys that were used once or twice. They don't really count. Here's what's interesting. When I changed my strategy, I changed to Kali, Raccoony. I didn't really use Raccoony a lot. I used the Kali, Chakram, Sierra, Kabila, Bastet. A lot of like defense ignore, Lucian, that sort of thing. Let me see if I can increase this a little bit more so we can actually see what's going on here. All right, so here's the win percentage. My top winning monster was Kali at 64%, 22 and 12. So I switched to this strategy for about the last 30 matches. Raccoony was kind of a leftover from my other strategy, still really good, 61%. The Chakram, 24 and 15, 61%. This is the new plan that rocketed me up into Guardian. I was kind of hanging out around the Conk 3 level for a while until I switched to the full YOLO build. Ciara got better when I went to YOLO, about 61%, right about my average. Kabila, 58%. I was using her before I went YOLO, so she's a little lower. Molong, 58%, 31 and 22. Garo was pretty solid start to finish. He kind of stopped getting used when I switched to the Kali, Sierra, Lucian nuke build. Bastet, 57%. Vanessa, 55%. Didn't use her a lot. I thought I would. My Lucian at 55%, so it was kind of hit and miss with the Lucian. People saw a Lucian, they immediately busted out their Lucian counters, and a lot of people know how to counter Lucians this, 4 years into the game. Perna was in the most matches of any of my monsters, 49 and 40, so only +9, but was a determining factor in lots and lots of matches. Bernard I used for a while, and I eventually de-runed, 53%. The biggest disappointment down here, I mean, you can see I used Ganny a little bit before I de-runed him. Leebly, I tried a couple times, didn't really work. Tessa, as always, for my Tessa, didn't work. I can't get my Tessa to work. I think it needs skill ups. I don't know. And then my Shannon was my biggest disappointment, 48%. I gave her my best set of Despair runes. I gave her my Ethna runes, and she just couldn't get it done. She was not a good 2-star choice. So in the future, Shannon is not going to be my priority. My 2-star priorities are going to be Kona. I've seen some Colleens get it done. I've seen some Tarks. So that'll be what I go with. So that was the results from the special league with the G2 finish. So you can see you still lose a lot. I mean, my average was right about the Sierra range, 60%. And I finished with, a couple monsters doing better. Kali, the Fire Chakram, really, really good. So let's take a look. I want to show you my final match just so you can kind of see how it works. Well, that's not going to be helpful, is it? See if this will work like this. My battle. There we go. No, that wasn't childish. Was it Hell's Archer? No, these are all, no. I want this. Special League. I don't want regular arena. So it's this guy right here. So let's watch. Just so you can kind of see how this comp works. And this was a match I thought I was going to lose. You'll see why. It kind of turns south on me. Sierra first pick has been a pretty good go-to, and then I go with my double boost, and I tailor my DPS to whatever he does. So I was happy. He picked a Lucian, so I picked double fire. He banned out Kali, which was a good choice. I banned out the Molong because I just didn't want to get AoE stunned. And I would always go first. The anti-crit was better than I thought it would be. And then Bastet buffs up. And then if Chakram works right, she AoE defense breaks and stuns. So here she gets double defense break, single stun. Lucian's gone. So that was a nice way to start. And so I'm feeling pretty good here. I'm feeling less good here, especially with this happening, the resurge into amp. That happened a lot. He didn't amp very hard, luckily, but the resurge into amp was something I would see quite a bit. The most annoying form of that would be when they would revive with the light Garuda, and then they would buff up with the Kona going right after. So it would be dead, and suddenly it would be alive, and then suddenly it would be amping me. So that was a bit of a bummer. Still feeling okay here. I'm a little bit worried because of the tankiness and the heals he has, whereas I have none. But my CR is kind of hanging in there. He's just using the monkey as much as possible, which is smart. I had dying to kill this Kona because it's like the only thing that can wreck me. Buff up. Chakram again. That move is so good when it works, especially if you would find someone without will runes, you could just completely nuke them out of the game. And so here it's just 3-on-1 with the monkey. I've got shields, I've got anti-crit, I've got a fire DPS. I'm feeling really good here. So this is my last match. I did it a couple days ago when I knew I needed one more match. Since then, I've de-runed most of my 5-star or 20-star monsters. My Kali is kind of still ruined. I took away some of her best runes, but you get the idea. I mean, fast. She was about 20 speed faster for 20-star, but they're her stats on Swift. The Chakram still has the same runes. The Chakram ended up with my Taor runes, so 246 speed, 71 crit, 140 crit damage, about 1600 attack on speed, crit damage, attack. Sierra is changed. This is my new Sierra with crit rate, but you know how Sierras are built. And Bastet is my normal kind of OP Bastet. Has not changed at all. I gave her runes to Bernard for a little bit, but then I gave them back to her when I wanted to go YOLO. And then my Kabila, I think Kabila still has... No, I took some of her runes. So Kabila had my second best Swift set. So that's the comp I used for 20-star kind of success. I think the only thing I would do to make that comp better is to get a Fae, because you need double bar boost, double speed lead, and my speed lead was Sierra Chakram. Ideally, Fae Chakram or Fae Sierra is better. Sierra gets neutralized when they have will runes, so that would be the only thing I would change. So hope that was helpful for 20 stars in the future. For everybody finishing up in the last 20 hours or however much time we have left, good luck, and thanks for watching. See y'all next time.